Up, gang? Hey man, I got another crazy chick in my comments, bro. This chick is so nuts that she argued, lost the argument, had no logic, couldn't explain anything. She started deleting her comments, and then she blamed me of deleting her comments. That's how fucking nuts this chick was. But make sure you hit that like button if you like the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. And then if you haven't done so already, jump into the CLG community while it's still only $24 a month. If you jump in the month of April, you grandfathered in for as long as you want to stay in. After April, we go to $48 a month. And make sure you watch this one to the very end, because I got a ton of gold nuggets and it's gonna help you guys in the future when dealing with women, and if any of you guys become truly successful. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Oh man, I got a good one for you guys today, man. I guess those Shannon Sharp videos that I've been posting, I guess it's triggering a lot of people. So I'm just gonna break this down, man. I'm gonna break this down. So I got this lady, she was in my comments. This lady's so crazy, bro, that she started the argument. So basically I started hitting her with facts, and she started trying to deflect the argument. She started talking about a whole bunch of shit that ain't got nothing to do with what she was talking about. And then she started deleting her comments. And not only did she start deleting her comments, then she wrote a comment to blame me that I deleted her comments. This is how fucking crazy the modern day woman has become. And she sounds like an older lady, and if I had to guess, she's probably single. And if she isn't single, she has a man that she doesn't love and respect. This is why this lady is this fucking nuts. You get where I'm coming from? So I'm gonna read the first comment, and I didn't know she was gonna delete comments or anything. I wasn't even gonna make a video about this lady because I was hitting her with my responses. I wasn't gonna make a video. But when this bitch started deleting comments and wrote, and this is the crazy part, she wrote, "Why are you deleting my comments?" And I had to look back through it. I said, did this crazy ass bitch delete her fucking comments? Like, this is the shit that you dealing with these modern day women, bro. They are fucking insane, bro. Insane. Like, they have so much ego, so much pride, and they can't make points. And they've never talked to a fucking grown-ass man who turns his care down with them and tells them the facts of fucking life. And this is the crazy part too, because I know YouTube very well. I leave a lot of comments on a lot of other people's pages. The reason why the whole thread, think about it, if I would delete the comments, you know what I mean, I would have deleted the whole thread. But I don't delete no comments. I literally would never delete a comment on any of my YouTube videos ever. You feel me? The more people even comment on the YouTube videos, it's gonna help the algorithm anyways, whether it's good or bad. I'm never gonna fucking delete a comment on my YouTube videos. But wouldn't you think if somebody would delete comments, they'll delete the whole thread? Oh, but she can't delete the whole thread because she can only delete the comments that she wrote. So if you leave a comment on somebody's page, you can only delete the comment that you wrote. You can't delete other people's comments. And you can edit the comment that you wrote. And she edited this first comment too, now that I look at it. But this bitch is fucking insane. You feel me? So I'm gonna read, you know, what started it. She wrote a timestamp. She put 21:25. She said, if you're in your late 50 and have kids and grandkids, and your only excuse is that you don't understand females' nature is a problem, they met at the gym and he approached her. He has kids older than her, so that's no excuse. There's a lot of high-key predatory men out there that normalize that behavior until they're caught. In his case, he wanted what he wanted. Even from dating history, it showed. He mentioned it in interviews how he wanted to date women on his income level, equating her whiteness with monetary value. So please, let's be real. This is not every case, but you men know who to prey on. Along with this, she even told him it's $25K a cheek, and he didn't even deny not paying. Even offered to settle $10 million without her even asking. Let's not be naive. Not to mention she was 19 at the time. I think you men need to scoop on how to ID women, ask questions Women will continue to be a man's downfall if he doesn't take accountability. White women especially. Black men are the only men who dates outside their race the most, then want to take up for a guy that got bamboozled by the same race who killed Emmett Till. You would think like Cat Williams said, yeah, can't fight the attraction, but that does not mean you're safe. Be real, just another day in ignorance. So I wrote back to her. I said, here is where you're wrong. I said, women should not have as much power as they do. It is not a race thing. I know guys in the hood who lost their lives being set up by a black woman. That is true. So she's trying to make it a race thing. Like, he shouldn't be dating white women. He shouldn't be dating young women, all this crazy thing. Motherfucker, I just lost a friend. And he wasn't a close friend, but I went to school with this kid. He was a cool kid. We had classes together. You know what I mean? He ain't the homeboy I hit up every motherfucking day. But I literally just lost this guy. Like, probably September 2024. Or somewhere September, October 22. So very recently. And what had happened was he was dating a chick. And the chick, she called the police after he got killed. But the chick was god damn it, stupid ass fucking shit. So yeah, so the chick was talking to her ex-boyfriend, which was a younger kid. And she was on the phone with him. And the ex-boyfriend asked her what she was doing. Because I read the whole police report, I read all that shit. And the ex-boyfriend asked her what she was doing. And she said, well, I'm chilling with my man. You feel me? I'm chilling with my new man. And the ex-boyfriend said, where he at? Where y'all at? I'm finna kill him. She said, we at my house. You ain't finna do shit. He said, yeah, I'm on my way. I'm finna kill that nigga. So the motherfucker started driving towards her house. She never even gave my homeboy or the kid that I grew up with, she never even gave him a warning. She never even said that the kid was on the way to her house with a gun to kill him. Never gave him a warning. The guy pulls up. The guy that I know goes outside to see who's outside. This kid shoots him right in the head, kills him. And then she calls the police and gives a report like, I didn't know he was gonna do that. I thought he was playing. He said he was gonna kill my man. And da-da-da. First of all, bitch, why are you even talking to your ex on the phone? Second of all, bitch, why would you not give the guy that you're dating at the moment, why won't you give him a warning? And then, you feel me, like, obviously if you know that your ex is a fucking crazy ass fucking motherfucker, had face tattoos, all kinds of shit. They showed the ex-boyfriend, he's a young kid, face tattoos, all kinds of shit. He looked like a motherfucking gangster, like, for real, like, you know what I mean? And that's what ended up happening in that situation. Now they got all over my goddamn Facebook timeline of this kid that I grew up with, and they shouting out to him, and literally he lost his life for nothing. He lost his life dealing with a black woman. So what I was trying to tell her, like, she was trying to make it a white woman thing and all this crazy shit. And I was trying to tell her, I was like, black women set men up in the hood all the time too. You feel me? This is me. This is my personal motherfucking story. This is a kid that I personally know. But I've heard a whole lot of other stories where black women have set guys up and got them killed. And they not personal to me, so I'm not going to share those stories. But I've heard a lot of other stories where black women have set men up to get them killed. So this ain't no fucking white woman, black woman fucking thing. You feel me? What I'm trying to say? So she trying to make it, and I can tell it was a girl too. So if I'm gonna keep reading my responses, because I found out when she left another message. The first message I figured she was a girl. I already knew she was a woman. But then when she left that second message, I knew for a fact she was a motherfucking woman, and I responded. But yeah, so then I wrote, so I'm gonna start from the beginning. I said, here's where you're wrong. I said, women should not have as much power as they do. It is not a race thing. You know guys, I know guys in the hood who lost their lives being set up by a black woman. I said, the issue is, why do we believe all women when we know they are lying? Shannon did nothing wrong. He had consensual intimacy with an adult. She doesn't deserve a dime. She deserves to be thrown in jail. We as men have allowed this for far too long. We need to stick together and start fighting back against this nonsense. So then she wrote a long ass comment that she deleted. So I can't even I don't even know what the fuck she wrote. Like, she wrote a long ass motherfucking comment that was a bunch of nonsense. Then she started talking about a whole bunch of other bullshit. Then she started talking about some crazy shit. Like, I can't even fucking remember the fucking comment, because she fucking deleted the fucking comment. So it looks like I'm fucking talking to my fucking self. But basically, when she wrote that long ass comment, I wrote, stop deflecting the point. So I said, stop deflecting, because she was going on some other tangents about some, just like a fucking woman. When she know that she can't win her motherfucking argument, she want to take it to somewhere completely else that don't even make fucking sense. So I just wrote, I said, stop deflecting. The point is that Shannon did nothing wrong. The real issue is that we as men must stand together and protect one another against injustice. But modern men are not united because most men are simps. They blame the man, just like you. But I expect that you are a female, so it makes sense. But when I see men taking her side, even though she is a liar who deserves to be thrown in jail, that is where I draw the line. And that's the God honest truth. It's like men are taking her side, women are taking her side. And it's crazy because men don't even stick together no more. Men pander so much to women, and they allow women to control the narrative so much that even men with muscles, even men that are strong, even men, all of this shit like that, they jump on the women's side. I guarantee if there was any war to break out, you will see a lot of women, a lot of men on the women's side trying to fit in. You get what I'm trying to say? Even though when women start arguments, it's usually pointless and it has no basis and no backbone. A lot of times when you allow women to control the narrative, you get a shitty fucking narrative. You get what I'm trying to say? A lot of times women have no clue of what's really fucking going on. So then, let's go on to the next comments. So then, what else did I write to this stupid bitch? Oh, then she wrote to me, she said, @CJames. Now, remind you, she deleted her comments. She said, no need to delete comments. It just shows your lack of accountability. And who said anything about black women? Isn't this fucking crazy? She said, who said anything about black women? And she brought up fucking white women and race and all that shit. And then the comment that she deleted, she brought up black women. So that's why she probably deleted the fucking comment. Because now this bitch is fucking insane. Like fucking insane. Like, you know what I mean? So now she's talking about some, who said anything about black women? Is the black woman the one, or is the black woman the one the suing bitch can't even fucking write? In fact, didn't a black woman, aka Monique, the woman his age, tell him to date his age? Didn't black man Cat warn him, young man, you need to sit this one out. The only side is no man should be dating that young. Isn't that the whole problem? I'm trying to tell you, bro. This bitch is fucking crazy, bro. She brought up race, right? Like, if you read the first comment, she brought up race, and I'm addressing this is not about race. Now she over here talking about some, young man, you need to sit this one out. Isn't dating that young the problem? No, bitch, dating that young is not the fucking problem. The problem is we give women too much power. Because the thing is, Shannon Sharpe had consensual sex with a consenting adult. So if we want to talk about age, let's talk about age. I have people who have walked up to 19-year-olds, including myself. I ran across a 19-year-old probably a couple months ago at a Chipotle. 19-year-old girl. She didn't look 19. She was very developed. I didn't even know she was 19. 19-year-old girl. I walked up to her. I said, hey, what's up? She said, oh, hi. Right? She's eating her Chipotle. I said, hey, I got to run real quick. But I said, hey, I would like to take you out sometime. You know what I mean? What's your number? She said, oh, no, I'm too young for you. You know, like, basically, she rejected me. Right? So I was just like, oh, shit. I was like, how old are you? She's like, I'm 19. I was like, all right, that's cool. Like, you feel me? I was like, well, all right, you enjoy your day. Right? Girls know how to motherfucking reject guys, no matter what fucking age they are. You feel me? Like, it doesn't fucking matter what age they are. They know how to fucking reject a guy. Like, girls aren't fucking stupid. And the fact that women try to act as if girls are dumb, naive, careless, all of this shit just because of their age, that goes to show you how crazy fucking the modern day woman is. Because at the end of the day, they don't have any issues about an 18-year-old getting drafted to the army. An 18-year-old boy getting drafted to the army. So what, is he not old enough to fucking die for our country? Like what the fuck? Is an 18-year-old not old enough to die for the fucking country? Like, this is the shit that I'm talking about. So, and they have no problem with the 19-year-old signing an NBA contract. These same people have, this same chick probably has no problem with Drea Michelle, 40-year-old Drea Michelle, been ran through, dating a 19-year-old kid in the NBA. Dating a kid the same age as her son. This same chick probably has no issue with that. But only when the shoe is on the other foot, the older man is taking advantage of her. No. That bitch, I guarantee that 19-year-old fucking fast-ass OnlyFans bitch, I guarantee other guys her age or broke guys probably tried to talk to her and she rejected them. I guarantee this bitch knows how to reject guys. I guarantee it. So this is what I'm trying to say is, the modern world is trying to always believe all women. There are 19-year-old women, when it comes to dating, now they dumb in a lot of other fucking categories. When it comes to dating, there are 19-year-old women, not only do they run laps around men, they laugh at the men that they run laps around behind closed doors. Oh, this guy tried to ask me out. Oh, he gave me a free dinner. Oh, he gave me all of this stuff. I lied to him. I told him I was a virgin. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, 19-year-old girls are saying that about grown-ass men that take them on dates, that fucking spend money on them. I know fucking 19-year-olds when I was in motherfucking college that was dating older motherfucking gentlemen and just sucking resources out of these guys. Didn't even get a guy a fucking hand job and laughing at that pussy nigga. While the guy in the college is blowing her back out and he ain't spending a dime. He just going over to her dorm blowing her fucking back out. So y'all motherfuckers don't know how savage these young fucking women are. Y'all think that 19, these bitches is sitting around dumb. They've been getting hit on since they was fucking 13. In my high school, first of all, my chick, 14, was cheating on me with a 25-year-old motherfucker. Well, I don't know if they was cheating, but I know she was fucking a 25-year-old. She was lying to me that she was a fucking virgin. Right? Now, we didn't get into the details. Maybe she was fucking him before I met her, whatever. Maybe it was after, maybe it was during. I don't fucking know. But I know she was fucking a 25-year-old. And girls in my motherfucking high school, they used to pick on the guys that was their age. I used to hit on girls, you know, that was the hottest girls in the school. And they used to curve my ass all the time in high school when I was caring too much and all that bullshit. And they used to be like, oh, my boyfriend will beat you up. My boyfriend got a car. My boyfriend got a job. My boyfriend got... And we see the boyfriend be like, God damn. He'd be like, yeah, he 22. This bitch fucking a fucking freshman in fucking high school. 14 years old. Talking about her fucking boyfriend 22. You feel me? Which now I know, see in Florida, that shit always happened. We didn't even fucking know, like, we didn't fucking know, we kids. We didn't know that what that dude was doing was wrong. Now I know that nigga need to go to jail. He dead ass fucking wrong. But the thing is, those same bitches was turning us down. They was turning down all the young niggas. All the niggas that's their age, we trying to holler at them. You don't even got a car. You don't even got a job. You don't got shit. Same bitches, and it ain't about color. Some of them bitches was white, some of them bitches was black, some of them bitches was Spanish. It ain't about fucking race. This is women. Women are very good at having control over who they give their sex to, but then they want to play victim when it's convenient for them. They turn down guy after guy after guy after guy after guy, and then when it's convenient for them, oh, he took advantage of me. I need a lot of money because I was taken advantage of. And then she go to her friend, wink, wink. I've seen girls do fake tears. I've seen girls, anything in the book, just like this chick. This chick is deleting her responses. She's deleting her comments and then blaming it on me. This is the shit that I'm talking about. This is the modern day woman. And it's crazy. And she's editing these fucking things too. Who knows if I screenshot it in time? Because if you see at the top, it says edit it. It says that she's editing them. You feel me? This crazy bitch. But this is how crazy this fucking these modern day women are. They don't even do arguments in good faith. You get where I'm coming from? This is how crazy this bitch is. I guarantee you probably go back to that video, she probably edited it again. But guess what? I screenshotted it. Well, she edited it. You feel me? And you see my comments, they're not even edited. I screenshotted exactly how I sent it. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. These modern day women is getting out of fucking hand, bro. Like, this the shit I'm talking about. Like, this is fucking insane. Like, so then when I seen that shit and I look back through the comments, I say, oh, this bitch deleting her own comments. I'm like, what the fuck? So then I wrote back to her. So she talking about some the whole problem is you shouldn't be dating this young. This is another woman who's old. This is an old woman mad at men that are her age not choosing her. They're choosing younger because she thinks that she's better than these younger women, and it goes to show to you that she's not. She's just as bad. Like, women stop maturing very fucking young because they've been lied, especially if they're beautiful. They've been lied to their whole fucking life. Women have stopped maturing at a very fucking young age in most cases. Like, just real talk. So she's acting like she's better than the younger chicks because you just the way that she fucking talking, young man. She's saying any chick that says young man is an old washed up bitch that probably isn't if she is in a relationship, she ain't happy. But I doubt this fucking woman is in a fucking relationship. Cause she act like a little fucking girl. She on YouTube deleting comments. You see this shit? This is what little ass girls do. And she calling me young man. And I'm more mature than her. This the shit that I'm talking about, bro. This is why I tell you, when you dealing with modern day women, you gotta turn your care all the way down. Because their games don't work on you no more. Every woman plays games with men. Every woman does this shit. Every woman is crazy. In a sense, just like this crazy bitch. But when you turn your care down, they can't affect you. You feel me? So I wrote back to this bitch. I said, you need to get checked into a mental health facility ASAP. I said, are you desperate, delusional, or both? I can't believe you are actually deleting your own comments and accusing me of doing it. I have and will never delete a comment on my page. Please grow up and get a life. This is the shit that I'm talking about. And then she wrote something else at the end, and I just didn't respond. Because I understand that she's operating in bad faith. I understand this bitch is crazy. I understand this bitch is deleting comments, editing comments. This bitch is fucking nuts, bro. Like, you feel where I'm coming from? So then she said, but she didn't edit this one. You feel me? Because I caught this one as soon as I screenshot this one. So she didn't edit this comment. But it ain't no need for me to keep going back and forth with this bitch. You know what I mean? I just want to make a video for you guys just to show you what you're dealing with when you're dealing with modern day women. Why it's important to turn your care down when you're dealing with modern day women. Why it's important to have the process. Why it's important to have the text script. If you have everything in the CLG community, you're not falling for these tricks. You're not going to fall for this bullshit with the modern day woman. You feel me? Women are going to naturally go into their feminine because you're masculine. You do what you say. You move things forward. You make things happen. You get what I'm trying to say? And she's going to love you for it. Because women lose respect for the minute they can run laps around. And it's crazy that a lot of women are even watching. It's crazy that this bitch is even watching my channel. Like, this bitch ain't got nothing better to do. Most women can't even sit through my channel for more than 30 seconds. This bitch is quoting something 25 minutes in. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. This chick is miserable, bro. This chick has no fucking life. You know what I mean? So then she wrote to me, she said, it's your post, young man. No need for me to delete. Okay, stupid bitch. If I was deleting your comments, wouldn't I have just deleted the whole thread? Because because it's my post, you dumb bitch. No, only your comment is being deleted because you deleting it. And only your comments are being edited because you're editing them. I can't edit your fucking comments. You dumb bitch. This is shit I'm trying to say. She said, it's your post, young man. No need for me to delete. And now you're gaslighting. You see this shit? I swear, bro, when I tell you that the majority of women are similar, this is the shit that I mean. They use the same words. They use think about it. Every fucking woman, they use the word gaslighting. They use the word narcissist. Every fucking guy gaslights. Every guy is a narcissist. Every guy is the... You see the shit I'm telling you? Now you see why it's important to turn your care down when you're dealing with these chicks? Now you understand how to get the most out of a chick? Because most chicks, their egos and their pride is through the roof. Their ego and pride is through. This is why chicks can't run the country. Because they live their life on easy mode their whole entire life. And then as soon as somebody challenges them or challenges their point of view, they lose their mind because nobody has ever done it. or very few have done it. So this girl had no arguments. She couldn't stick to her arguments. She had to play games to try to win. Literally, I don't even know what the fuck she's trying to win. Literally, all I said was Shannon Sharpe did nothing wrong, and the girl should be in jail for lying. That's it. Shannon Sharpe had consensual sex with an of age person who is able to give consent. He did nothing wrong. But she's trying to make it something that it's not. Just like a lot of men. There's a lot of men on YouTube too saying that, you know, Shannon is dumb. Shannon, they taking the woman's side. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Women have brainwashed the majority of fucking men. Women have controlled the narrative for far too long. Now, what I come to the internet is us as men, we have to take our power back. We gave them power for far too long. Look where the world is going. Because you got to understand, women in power positions, they don't operate logically. So when a woman leads, she will lead it into the ground. Like they got some chick, AOC, trying to run for president. Ma'am, if you ever become president, the U.S. is doomed. Just that simple. If a woman ever becomes president, the USA is doomed. We might as well move to another fucking country. You get what I'm trying to say? So, she said, it's your post, young man. No need to delete me. Now you're gaslighting. Who the one making a video on a man that pays him nothing? Doesn't even know you. It's okay. Just no, don't date 19-year-olds when you turn 56. Alright, bitch, don't tell me what the fuck to do. Let's just keep that simple right there. I'm a man. I'm gonna move to the beat of my own motherfucking drum. I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. God damn it. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, as men, we need to stand up and support a guy like Shannon Sharpe, because at the end of the day, he didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? He didn't do not a damn thing wrong. He legally had sex with a adult consensually. You know what I mean? Some people be like, well, he foolish. She's OnlyFans, blah, blah, blah. Do you know how many guys have married hoes? Bro, there are so many. Bro, it's guys that have had good girls and they be like, oh, she boring. And then they go turn around and marry a hoe. Bro, some of the YouTube creators that's fucking talking shit about Shannon Sharpe, they main bitch is a fucking 304. Dudes love hoes, bro. Like they love it. It's like a challenge. It's like they know this girl's past. They know how this girl look. They know this girl is a top performer. They know this girl for the fucking streets. But it's like something in a man be like, oh, I want to tame this bitch. I want to take her out of the wild. I know she fucked a whole lot of niggas before she got to me, but I want to take her out the wild and I want her to be mine. Okay, motherfucker, that's a foolish decision. So, do you need to lose $50 million because you married a fucking hoe? Dudes like hoes, bro. It is what it is, bro. Dudes like promiscuous women. It is what it is. Shannon didn't even marry the bitch. He was just fucking the bitch. The only reason she came at him because she knows how much money he has. But all these guys that's talking shit about Shannon, I guarantee you they have hooked up with a hoe. Because I know, bro, I know guys who are accomplished and they just love the hoe. The good girl who doesn't have that many bodies that you gotta train. You gotta train her to suck your dick. You gotta make her fall in love with sex. You gotta do all this shit with her. A lot of motherfuckers, they ain't making that their main bitch. That's why you see all these goddamn NBA players that are their main bitch be a hoe. You feel me? I can tell a hoe by looking at her pictures. You know what I mean? Some of these YouTube content creators act like they all holier than thou. You look at they bitch and you be like, oh, nigga, she for the streets though. But niggas love hoes for real, bro. Like, for real. You feel me? And I get it, bro. Hoes are fun. You feel me? Hoes know how to do shit to you that you like, God damn, bitch, where you learned that? She learned it doing it to another nigga. That's how she learned it. Yeah, that shit she do with her fucking tongue, and that shit she motherfucking, yeah, she learned that another nigga taught her that shit, nigga. You ain't the first one to hit it, nigga. And you really don't know her true body count, and you really don't know her true past, because what she gonna tell you is what probably sound right for your motherfucking ass. Women are very good with their words. They good at getting what the fuck they want. You get what I'm trying to say? So you mean to tell me every guy that hooked up with a hoe deserves a $50 million lawsuit from a lying ass bitch? See, this the shit that I'm trying to tell you, bro. Men need to stick together. When these women start trying to lie and cheat the system, now if she was actually a victim, you damn right. I'll be like, Shannon, you dead ass wrong. If she was actually a victim, if she wasn't lying, I'd be like, you dead ass wrong. If she was actually a victim, because I'm with what's right. But that man didn't do nothing wrong. That man hooked up with an adult who consented to sex. And now he's facing a $50 million loss. Do you know how much fucking money that is, y'all? Y'all hear these numbers and y'all act like y'all don't even fucking know. Like, that's what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean? And these women, and now I got another comment from a man. There's a man who wanted to put his 2 cents in. I think this is a guy. He edited his comment too, but since it's a guy, he probably edited in good faith. You know, that bitch, I don't know what the fuck she edited. I wasn't even planning to make a video about her shit until I just wanted to show you how crazy the modern day woman is. You feel me? But yeah, shout out to this guy. This is a comment that I left on somebody else's page, and he was talking about the Shannon Sharp thing too. His name is Dale Hen 21. And he said, and this is a respectful, you know, I understand his point of view, because the majority of men have been brainwashed by women. They can't help it. So it's up to me to try to save just one man at a time. Understand that these women are fucking out of hand. I've dealt with a lot of women. These women are fucking out of hand, bro. Like, if you really knew how they talk shit about men behind closed doors, and then they go back out and they look innocent, bro, you will be surprised. You'd be like, damn. Like, if y'all really knew what women did behind closed doors and how they acted, because in public they act innocent and sweet. And that's how they get you men. You men think that every girl is innocent and sweet. You give every woman the benefit of the doubt. But behind closed doors, they treat you guys like shit. And they talk down about you. You feel me? So, all those motherfucking dudes that's taking women's side, you gotta understand that behind closed doors, she talking shit about you, bro. Like, women cheat, bro. So yeah, you might got muscles and shit like that, but to her side nigga, to the nigga that's knocking her off on the side, she's like, yeah, he's strong, but he really weak though. He really not like that for real. He not like that for real. He let me run all over him. I can have my way with him. That's how they talk about their man when they feel like they can be honest with somebody. He not like that. You feel me? So shout out to this dude, man. He said, no, I don't think approaching is predatory, because I think he probably said something like Shannon being predatory or whatever the case is. He said, no, I don't think approaching is predatory. What I meant by that is a 54-year-old approaching a 19-year-old to date/build sexual relations with is defo predatory. Just because she's legal doesn't make it any less weird or immoral. If he wants to date/sleep with a younger woman, then he could easily go find an attractive 30+, 40+ year old woman. 19 is way too young. I'm sure if you had a daughter, you wouldn't want her dating a 50-year-old man. She ain't even old enough to drink, yet he's almost triple her age. That's not normal, nor should it be. So then I wrote back to him. I said, first off, she chose him. So that's what I want to get into a lot of these guys' head. A lot of these guys just sit around and think that a guy can get any fucking woman that he wants. At the end of the day, you feel me? The shit that I teach in the CLG community, it works at the highest percentage. But if the bitch ain't going, she not going, bro. If she rejects you, she rejects you. Like, there's no magic fucking... If you don't meet her minimum attraction threshold, there's no magic trick that you can do to get the bitch. You feel me? Unless you fucking do some shit that's illegal. So all I do is preach legal, follow the law, because the laws are in place for a fucking reason. You should never... Yes, I believe the laws. You should never force a girl to do something outside of her will. That stuff I do believe in. But the shit that I don't believe in is believe all women. Because these women lie, and they have proven to show you that they lie and they have no issue lying. Just like that chick. She seems like an older woman calling me a young man. She's still a lying piece of shit. She still hasn't grown up. You feel me? And she and she can hide behind some fake ass YouTube alias, but it still shows who she truly fucking is. You get what I'm trying to say? So what I'm trying to break into you guys' head is, what he did was not wrong. This girl is the one who holds access to sex and shit. She gave him access to the sex. So Shannon didn't do nothing wrong. She's legal age. She gave consent. What did he do that was wrong? That's where the women are brainwashing you guys. But you got to understand, when a guy is drafted to the army, they not saying nothing wrong with that. Oh, he 18. Why you drafted him to the army? He only 18. Why you drafted him to the army? He's going to die for our country. What? Trust me, 19-year-old women know what the fuck is going on. My homeboy is hooking up with a 19-year-old girl. She know what the fuck is going on. Trust me. She curves niggas all the fucking time. She curves guys all the time. Like, this bitch know what the fuck is going on. She not some naive fucking 19-year-old. I don't know what's happening. That's the card they play when shit don't work their way. What the fuck? You think you gonna go up to a 19-year-old, she just gonna automatically fucking do what you tell her to do and fucking, no, she gonna fucking be like, no, I'm not interested. No, I have a boyfriend. That's how girls reject guys all the time. No, I'm too young for you. No, I have a boyfriend. No. They reject guys all the fucking time. They've been rejecting guys since they was fucking 13. Probably younger. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So I said, first off, she chose him. Have you ever tried talking to a 19-year-old girl? If they don't want you, they will reject you. Just like any other woman. So you are not going to convince her to do something that she doesn't want to do. Stop thinking women are naive and dumb. This is why women continue to run laps around modern men. Modern men are clueless to how women actually act. They are savage. And they laugh at how easy men are behind their backs. 18 is legal age of consent. Just like a man can get drafted to the army at the age of 18. 19-year-old men can be drafted to the NBA and sign contracts. Stop believing all women and stand up against this nonsense. Women have been dominating men for far too long. No one woman should have all that fucking power. Simply put, women have been dominating men for far too long. They have been controlling the narrative, and then when shit doesn't go their way, they cry. I was watching Batman, the one with Bane is the criminal. Catwoman was in that show. She fucking killed these men in this fucking bar, and then when the police came in, she dropped the gun and started crying. Ah! Just so she can get out of it. And they walked right past her because she was a crying girl. Even though she was a fucking crook. You get what I'm trying to say? She robbed Batman. She did it. This is the card women play. Especially if they cute, they can get away with more. I know this to be true. I was dealing with a girl. She was DUI 4 times. She only got caught once. And then she called the officer a fucking dick. The one that actually fucking called her and did his job. But all the other officers let the bitch off because she was a cute girl. She's like, I'm a cute girl. I can get away with anything. All I gotta do is just act sweet. And she wasn't a sweet girl. She was a fucking demon. But she knows that she can get away with anything because if anything happens, she can just cry wolf. The big bad guy, he talked me into it. He made me suck his cock. I didn't want to do it. This is what happens. Women always want plausible deniability. They have to be politically correct at all times. They are masterminds at running laps around you guys socially, because this is what women say, most guys are fucking stupid. This is what women say. Even in actuality, the women are actually the dumb ones. You see when you try to have a solid debate with a woman, or you see when you try to drop facts with a woman, she don't know what the fuck to do. She got to turn it all. She got to go here. She got to go here. She don't even know how to have a normal debate. You know, the crazy thing is, with the men that I debate with, eventually they catch on to it. They be like, damn, nah, CJ, you got a point. Eventually. Some of them, they act like women. Some of them act like women. I get it. Some men act like women, and they will never fucking admit that they was wrong. But some men, including myself, if somebody proves something to me and it's the truth, I'd be like, damn, nigga, you got a point. I'd be like, damn, nigga, I was tripping. Like, damn, I ain't see it that way. You feel me? Because I'm a fucking man. You know what I mean? We go off of fucking logic. We don't sit around all these... Women want to win just to win. They don't give a fuck about logic. They just want to win just to fucking win. They want to argue just to motherfucking argue. That's why I stopped writing that bitch back. I say, bam, this bitch is really operating in bad faith. This bitch is deleting comments, editing comments, she doing some weird ass shit. Just to I don't know what the fuck the bitch doing. She's fucking crazy, bro. She needs to be checked into a mental asylum. All of these psychological games, trust me, the woman will put herself into a fucking mental asylum. So this girl going public, trying to go against Shannon Sharpe, we need men backing Shannon to tell the fucking truth. What this girl is doing is wrong, and she should be put in jail. You should never lie on somebody that can ruin their reputation. Not with lies. Now, if you ruin somebody's reputation with the truth, okay, that's a different story. If you ruin somebody's reputation with the truth, that's a different story. Just like I talk about Grant Cardone all the time. I know he's a greedy son of a bitch. That's the God honest truth. I worked in that fucking company. That motherfucker don't give a fuck about his clients. You get what I'm trying to say? That is the God honest truth. When I went there, I was like, nigga, you don't act nothing like the book that you wrote. The book that you wrote, you made it seem like you put the client first. You do this. Like you a genuine, real salesperson. You don't give a fuck about the client. You don't give a fuck about nothing but money. You don't care if this product actually solves their problem. You really don't give a fuck. You don't work on the product to make it better with the time. You don't give a fuck. You don't care. That's the God honest fucking truth. That guy is really a con man. You get what I'm trying to say? So, and that's me being in there and really seeing that shit. I'm like, damn, bro, I don't like working for this nigga, bro. This nigga is really all about money. Nothing else. He is really all about bread. Nothing else. He really don't give a fuck about none of the clients. Which in turn, long term, short term, his style will work, right? For a short period of time. Long term, you'll be better off. He don't even know long term he'll be better off if he actually looked after his fucking clients for real. You get what I'm trying to say? So, that girl should be thrown in jail by ruining somebody's reputation with a lie. If she was telling the truth, I would take her side. It's not, you feel me? Like, I'm sticking with the truth, right? And I can put my motherfucking pride and ego aside. If she was being honest and she was actually raped by that man held her against her will and actually raped her like she's claiming, I would take her side and I say, Shannon, you dead ass wrong. You need to go to jail for what you did. But knowing that she lying, she didn't file no criminal, and I'm gonna tell you why she didn't file a criminal report. Because I was just watching something, I think it's a Ace channel. Damn, you forgetting his name. I gotta shout him out. Cause he a white boy, but he do good content. But he said that a woman went to jail and they gave her the minimum sentence or whatever. But a woman accused this guy of raping her, and that guy spent a month in jail. And when the judges found out the whole story was a lie, she went to jail. But she accused him criminally. So because she accused him criminally, it's against the law to do that, because like it's called like lying to a police official and stuff like that. Like when you pursue somebody criminally and they find out that you lying, you can go to jail. Now the judge was weak on her. He only gave her 45 days in jail because, like I said, men are soft. The modern men are pussies when it comes to a cute girl. Modern men are pussies. She could have faced up to 7 years. He gave her the minimum 45 days. Even though she falsely imprisoned a man for the whole story that she made. She called the police and made up a whole story that some guy raped her and never even fucking touched her. Never did nothing to her. And he actually served jail time. And then when they found out that she was lying, they put her in jail, but she was only in jail for like 45 days or some shit like that. When all of the charges that she had, because it's like lying to a police officer or doing a false investigation, all that shit, she went to jail. So the reason that this girl isn't going criminal, because her lawyer told her, if you go the criminal route, you could actually face jail time. Because the lawyer knows. The lawyer knows that this guy didn't actually rape you. The lawyer knows it. You gotta understand. When they talk, you gotta understand. The lawyer he has to keep everything she says to him a secret. You know what I mean? So the lawyer knows this bitch lying. So he's telling her, don't go the criminal route because you could actually serve jail time. But if we do the civil, you're gonna do everything you want. You're gonna ruin his reputation and you're gonna get money. You know what I mean? And you're gonna get a lot of money. So that's what we want to go around it. So yes, you can tell this lie. You feel me? Because you have evidence. You recorded some calls. You did it. because you have evidence, you can lie. The law, that's what I'm saying. If you got a lot of these lawyers are crooked. So you got a crooked ass lawyer, they cool with that. I don't know how these motherfucking crooked ass lawyers sleep at night. But like I said, I had a friend, or not a friend, but an older gentleman who owned a law firm. He said that lawyers are some of the worst people he's met in his life. Some of the worst people he has ever met in his life. So I don't know how that lawyer sleeps at night knowing that he's coming after a guy that he knows to be innocent, but he doesn't give a fuck. You get what I'm trying to say? Consensual sex between two adults, he does not give a fuck. He does not give a flying fuck. So this is what you're dealing with. This is why being in the CLG community is very important, especially in today's world, because you see how these women is acting, you see what's going on in this world, and you see that most of these women are actually similar. So she can't build evidence against you if you're not calling her and talking on the phone with her. You know, I teach guys in the CLG community, they get a lot of fucking play. They get I teach them the process to use on every single chick, the text scripts, all that stuff, that type stuff. And you gotta understand, she not gonna go, she gonna consent. You feel me? I teach all that shit. You feel me? So hey, now more than ever, you guys need to be a part of this goddamn community. And like I said, we don't got long. You feel me? Because after April, we go to $48 a month. So try to jump in while you can, while it's still $24 a month. Once we hit April, we go to $48 a month. And hey, I'm not going back down. So with that being said, man, thank you guys for watching this to the very end. And peace.